Hello guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. Trying to remember exactly where we left off last time. All I know is we were the new group of people. Not new, but we're Kazame's kind of group of people. We're in Tooth. And the redhead guy kind of left us be. He just kind of said, fuck you all, and left. Anyway. We read this last time, I know that for sure, but we're just going to read it again because it's been a while since I actually recorded a video of this, and I'd like to read. You're a far better man than he is, Yuya. You've never said or done anything to hurt a girl, right? I mean, you've got a lot of women falling for you, but I've never once heard a single bad rumor about you from any of them. It's kind of amazing. I looked him square in the eyes, as if asking him, isn't that right? And for a moment, his eyes did meet mine, but then they went right back to the hall. Was he not used to receiving compliments from women? That seemed hard to believe. I'm not sure what you mean. What a cute, innocent response. Well, no, I don't think he knows what you mean. I don't think he pays attention to it. I think he don't care. He's just that guy. I must have come across a I must have come off as bipolar to him or something. 1 second I'd try to lighten the mood with small talk or compliments, and then I'd start feeling scared of the school again, and angry at Shimada, or sad for Katayama. My mind just couldn't make up its mind. Make up its mind what to feel. Toko? Emmy? Is anyone out? Is anyone there? Well, isn't. Did something happen? Mitsuki? That was Mitsuki, wasn't it? It's coming from downstairs. Mitsuki's voice echoed from below, but our friends were waiting for us above. For a moment I wasn't sure which direction to go, but only for a moment. The fact is our friends are very, very close, so close that it would be foolish not to tell them what is going on before chasing up Mitsuki. Come on, we need to check in with Emmy and the others, then follow the voice downstairs. Yuya just nodded and began running up the stairs, and I was right behind him. So he seems like a legitimately cool guy right now. Seems. Sorry it took so long. We found an exit. Come on, we have to get moving. I was out of breath, staring down at the ground and talking to what I assumed would be three very attentive friends. But then I looked up. They were all there. But there was no immediacy, no urgency on anyone's face. Emmy and Okawa weren't even looking at me, nor at Yuya, but at Katayama. They were fixated on his face, and each bore a sad, hopeless, empty expression, and they certainly weren't about to get moving. I'm guessing he's dead. There was a general heaviness in the air. Something was very wrong. I gently reached out my hand and touched Emmy's shoulder. What's going on? I'd say your little buddy that you lost his legs dead. Toko. Katayama's getting weaker. He's not gonna make it. Well, I kinda seen that coming. He's losing too much blood, or lost. Ryosuke. Why won't you talk to me? Say something, please, Ryosuke. You gotta feel bad for the group. Emmy's eyes were filled with tears. Okawa, too. He was cradling Katayama's head, and looked like he'd been crying this whole time. His eyes were bright red and his nose was running. Yuya, still saying nothing, just walked over to Katayama's side, bent down and began examining his wound. Yuya? We need to hurry. The four of us silently but unanimously agreed that our best course of action was to pick up Katayama and bring him out through the exit we discovered. And we had to be very, very quick about it, or he really would die. I could tell just by looking at him that his time was almost up. Kazami, can you carry him? Oh, probably. Yeah, I could use your help getting him on my back, though. Ryosuke, hang in there. We'll save you. I have no faith in you. Any of you, actually. Anyway, as this was going on, I had that nagging feeling that I was forgetting something. Of course, Mitsuki. We had to go find her. We couldn't just leave her behind after all. Well, you could, but it's not a very friendly thing to do. Yuya, do you mind if I run downstairs and look for Mitsuki? If she wanders too far, she might... Yeah. He didn't even have to say anything this time. His eyes told the whole story. Got it. I know I can trust you with this task, they said. And that was enough for me. I shot off down the hall like a bullet. I was determined to find Mitsuki and rejoin everyone en route. I hurried down to the second floor, but Mitsuki's voice was coming from even further down. I'd have to keep going to the first floor ahead of the others. And we didn't make it very far, did we? Oh, because I gotta go into starch mode and do everything myself. And go, and go, and go, and go, and go, and go, and go. And first floor. Okay, is anything gonna happen here? No. Can you go to the second wing? The door leading to the covered walkway is frozen in place as if it's just a decoration on the wall. It cannot be opened. Of course it can't. Nothing can ever be opened in this game. And no. If I've got this place mapped out right in my head, I'll just be getting farther and farther from where we would hear her voice. I should go back. Exit. Even though I think this is the exit that we're supposed to come out of. Or not. Any bodies? Hole? No. Anything in this I should be concerned about? No. We'll go to the supply closet. Or not. No, if I get this place map right, I'll just be getting further and further from where we heard the voice. I should go back. What? There's a dead body, though. It's a decomposed corpse, having gone completely skeletal, it's virtually impossible to determine age or gender. Fortunately, the deceased name tag seems to have survived and identifies him as a male student from a trade school. Kamoshiru Trade School. Okay. I didn't read his name, but oh well. So I went to the first floor, but she's not here. If I kept running around in circles like this, I'd never find her. I was in a state of panic and I was allowing it to steer my path. Frustrated with the situation, and with myself for choosing to give up and head back empty-handed, I forced myself to stop and turn. I was going to do what I should have done in the first place, call out Mitsuki's name with everything I had in me, and hope she responded. Mitsuki! Mitsuki, what are you? Please respond. We're all here. No answer. Just the cold, lonely sounds of rain and wind bearing down on this whole place. Dilapidated building. I don't know, maybe that's the name, I don't know. This may have been a fairly large school, but sound traveled well in here. If she were anywhere in this hallway, I'm sure she would have heard me. And if she were just here only minutes ago, she definitely should have been around now. Could something have happened to her? Mitsuki. She's alive. She's alive. Okay, can't go there. Can't go there. Can't go there. Oh, clicked the wrong skip button. Sorry about that. I hate that one. Okay, looks like we're going up the stairs. And go, 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 go. Can we find her? Are we going back? I'll try these classrooms. So my guess is we have to come back up here. Oh, she's not here. Your original deceased body, I think we've already checked that out. And you are... Yeah, we read that too. 2A. Maybe go up the stairs to the other end. Not here. We'll try going up this staircase. And there's a large hole on the floor. Looks like coming up here was a waste of my time. Or maybe we actually have to go back. Let us see. Uh-oh. I'm gonna save here. Just in case maybe we do survive this. Go! No, we can't go upstairs. Can I touch him? Yes. It appears to be a ghost of a young boy. Step away. god, what now? With a ghost sitting right here at the foot of the stairs. How is it supposed to get back up to the 3rd floor? We're not. We're going back downstairs. If we looked closer, I think he would have killed us. So we're gonna take the safe route. Okay. Let's go back here. I guess it's just keep running around in circles. Hopefully find her. Uh-huh. Oh, man, there's a body here. Tap decomposed corpse. Though kind of hard to tell, it appears to be the remains of a female high school student. I skipped the text. I'm bad for that. Up the hallway we go. We already checked you. Go. 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 My guess is that she would have to be through here. So it's frozen in place. Really? Can't go over there. I think we already went to the exit again. Just go. Maybe it's a good thing we came in here. What the hell was that? What had just appeared in front of me? A spirit. Click it. From the looks of it, you're another victim dragged here against your will, no? Well, I'll tell you now, there's no escape from this school. There's nothing to be gained here but despair. Though, if you've got an iron will, you might be able to survive for a little while at least. Here, you should have this. It'll help keep wandering spirits at bay, though it only works once. So take it. Get out of there and fight like hell. Stay alive as long as you possibly can. Did I get holy water? The spirit vanished, but lying on the floor below, where it had been, was a gemstone. Specifically, a violet-colored gemstone, probably an amethyst. So, I can use this to keep wandering spirits at bay one time, huh? I guess he meant the full-body ones, or it would have kept him at bay, too. Either way, with this gem, I felt like I could actually get back to my friends safely. I was as hopeful as one could expect, all things considered. Ooh. Of course, he also said there was no escape from here, but it was my prerogative to believe what I wanted to believe and ignore what I wanted to ignore. Good for you! Be positive like that. Even though we all know being positive like that in a kind of horror game and horror such, not a good, because sometimes you still end up dying. And just run. Because she might still die. Actually, I'm quite positive she's gonna die. I think everyone from the school is gonna die. Appears to be a ghost of a young boy. Use the amethyst. I held the amethyst in front of me and approached the spirit. He gone. He gone. He really, really gone. And incredibly, it actually worked. Both the ghost and the gem faded and disappeared. The stairwell was now free to be traversed. So we're going back empty-handed. We didn't find Mitsuki. We're going to go back, and this guy's might be dead in his hands. Oh, Emmy, are you okay? There was like a ghost at the bottom of the stairs. What? Where's everyone else? Come on, we have to get Katayama's situated and get out of here. Emmy's face was absolutely wrecked with tears, and she was shaking her head violently. She wanted to tell me something, but the words just weren't coming. I had a really bad feeling about this. I ran past her to the bathrooms, to where Katayama was being lifted onto Yuya's shoulders when I left. Guessing maybe he's even more brutally killed. Why? Katayama was back on the floor, right where we'd set him down when the whole ordeal began. Why wasn't he on Yuya's shoulders? What was going on? I had an inkling. Well, I had an inkling, but I didn't want to believe it, so I pushed it out of my mind. Yuya, what are you still doing here? We need to get Katayama ready to go. He's already dead. He didn't make it. What? right after you left. He let out a huge scream, and then he just went limp. No. I told you he was gonna die. Dude, I knew he was gonna make it. I didn't know what else to say. A person had just died, and not some stranger, but a person I knew, a friend. It was the strangest feeling. I kept looking at him and thinking, is he really dead? Is this really what a person looks like when he dies? Seeing him like that drained every last bit of energy I had in me. I fell to my knees, thoroughly defeated. You tried. You didn't make it, but you tried. That's all you could do. Okawa says he isn't moving from Katayama's side. So what are we supposed to do now? So he's gonna stay here and die too. I mean, I couldn't stay near the body. We'd gone down to the second floor where we picked a corner to just stood there, trying to recompose ourselves. Yuya elected to stay with Okawa on the third floor, I guess to try and break him from his shock and help put some distance between him and Katayama. I wouldn't leave Kazame alone with one single person alive. Because my thing is, he might kill him. None of this felt real. Or maybe I just didn't want it to be real. It was a nightmare. It had to be. I'd just sit up in my bed and it would all be over. Why did this have to happen? I'm not waking up. I don't get it. It's because it's not a dream. So I'm not waking up. I keep trying to tell myself that this is just a dream, but because it's not a dream. Coco. Oh, really? You're all just gonna start crying? I don't need this. My energy was waning again, or waning, I don't know. I sank to the ground, landing on my knees. Emmy followed my lead and put an arm around me for comfort. A friend had just died. He just died. God, why? I hear footsteps. Please just be Kazame. Even though that's a bad situation still, but please be Kazame. I mean, I looked at each other. We both heard them. Footsteps coming down the hall. It was too dark to make out who it was, but the gait was decidedly male. The two of us slowly and quietly rose to our feet, hid around the corner and peeked out, both terrified, and curious as to whom or what we might see. My guess is Kazame. There at the end of the hall, a figure finally came into view. It was a tallish man, unsteadily teetering as he slowly strode toward us. It was Shimada, drenched from head to toe. Shima. Okay. He came back. Duh. Emmy shot forward, intending to run toward him, but I grabbed her arm and held her back without even thinking about it. She turned and looked at me with a puzzled expression. I can't handle him. What? Don't tell me he did something to you. No. Thank goodness. At times like this especially, we really need to keep each other in the loop about everything that happens. She looked back at me again, and as she said this, staring right into my eyes in an almost disciplinary manner. It was the perfect guilt stare. I couldn't help but succumb to it, feeling bad for not having filled her in about the Shimada incident. Yeah. Hello? He's still an asset? Shimada continued his slow, wet walk down the hall, then all of a sudden, for no discernible reason, he simply fell forward, landing on his knees. Something was wrong with him, and while I loathed the man, I didn't want to see him suffer. Amy and I were both poised to rush to his aid, when other figures randomly began appearing all around him. Figures of children, blue and ethereal, shimmering with their own light. Oh, that's terrifying. A lot of children laughing. What are they? They're gonna kill him. Okay, guys. I'm just gonna take a quick breather here and say a couple things. This game is really starting to get on my nerves with the children laughing. Not just that, but every time I think there's a possibility that we can save someone, this game goes over and screws it up. Why can't we just have a simple rescue mission without somebody dying? Just once. The first Corpse Party game and this Corpse Party game just both are pissing me off that way. Anyway, we could barely even see Shimada from our vantage point anymore, as his body was obscured almost completely by the backs of these ghost children. He wasn't moving, though, so it didn't seem like they were doing anything to him. But then, he wasn't moving at all, which seemed highly suspicious. It occurred to me that maybe we should try to save him. It's just a car idea. I inched forward. He was still in exactly the same position he had been when he fell to his knees. He literally hadn't moved at all. Was he unconscious? Emmy and I looked at one another and nodded. It was a silent signal to move forward and do whatever we could to help. Oh, he's dead, that's why. The children vanished as we approached, revealing a horrific sight. Shimada's stomach had been flailed wide open. He was dead. The knife he flaunted earlier was jutting from the wound. It was an almost ceremonial death, like that of a samurai who'd thrown himself into his sword. Even though he was a jackass, I didn't really want this guy to die right off the bat. Kind of wanted to see if, we had any more progressive story with this guy. I mean, it would have been a nice plot. I think you could have made a nice plot. I think Kazami did it, though. No. What were those children? How should I know? And they might still be nearby. I think it might have been Kazami that killed him. Kazami, it's horrible. Shimada is... Yuya, who presumably rushed down to see what was wrong, calmly walked over to Shimada's body. He was checking for signs of respiration or pulse. He turned back to face us a moment later, and his facial expression said it all. Shimada really was dead. I was beginning to lose it. I just couldn't take any more of this. Okay, maybe he didn't do it. My friends and acquaintances were dying one by one. I guess I should say had died, but it didn't seem like it was over. Not by a long shot. This is bad. There's something in here with us. Something that's trying to kill us. Hell, it was doing more than trying. It had already succeeded twice over. I was scared, I was paranoid, I was shaking and crying and screaming inside. I was deathly afraid that something else would show up, and then it did. What? More children? Or, just the deadliest child in ever. Sachiko, even though this kind of looks like a Photoshop version. It was a little girl in a red dress, standing between us and the third-floor staircase. I like how she gets some rock music. I couldn't make out the expression on her face, though. Her bangs. But I couldn't make out the expression on her face through her bangs. But I could literally feel the hatred in her eyes, and she stared into our souls. Then she turned around and slid up the staircase into the floor hallway. But what's... Amy was turned the other way, so she hadn't seen the girl at all. She eventually followed her gazes, but by that time, the girl was gone. She looked confused. The particular apparition looked a lot different from the other ghosts I'd seen, but there was still no doubt in my mind. She was definitely a ghost. Yeah, more than a ghost, I think. What do we do, Okawa? We have to get him. What do we do about Okawa, sorry? We have to get him. We have to get out of the school now. I'll go calm him down. Wait. Yuya, I'll come with. It could be dangerous. You wait here. Dangerous? Well, this is the direction the girl in the red dress went, and I guess Yuya didn't want me to be put in harm's way. I nodded and watched his back recede into the darkness as he chased after Eme. I think he killed the other Okawa, and I think he's gonna kill Eme. Bet you anything, it's just gonna be Kazami come down. Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together, Toko. You know what they say. No weapon can pierce a calm heart. So, what's the most important thing right now? There's the scream. No. What was going on? Why was Emi screaming? I could hear voices now. Emi and Okawa were having a heated argument. Wait, what? That's not possible. We have to leave him and run. We'll get caught if we don't. No, we can't just leave him behind. We have to. We have to take him to the hospital. Okay, my suspicions are wrong. Kazami hasn't gone completely insane yet. But he's dead. No, he's not. He's dead. He's not. He can't be. He's dead, Okawa. Leave him and run. We'll get caught. That ghost girl must have been pursuing them. This is bad. I have to go help them. My god, are we ever gonna get off of these 2 floors? What the? Murderer? What? Did Kazami just... Katayama's body was sprawled unceremoniously on the landing halfway of the 3rd floor, along with Okawa. Oh, okay, he's starting to go. He's starting to lose it. At the top of the stairs stood Eme, and in front of her, Yuya, with an imposing scowl on his face. I didn't understand any of this. What had just happened? Eme let out another scream and came running toward me down the stairs. Okawa then seemed as if he'd fallen and broken his arm. Oh, did he throw him? He was lopsided, crawling toward me. It was almost as if he were trying to distance himself from Yuya. Murderer! Murderer! I ran to the base of the stairs to meet up with Emi. I needed some sort of context here. Emi, what happened? What's going on? Run away. You'll be killed. Kazami kicked him down the stairs out of the blue. What? I glanced up at Yuya, but his face was shrouded in darkness. I couldn't make out any expression at all. He's lost it. Okawa seemed to have reached his breaking point. He shot to his feet and took off behind me toward the 2nd floor, as fast as he could. Yuya kicked Okawa down the stairs? Why? Yuya, it's not true, is it? Slowly, he walked down to the landing. He was neither concerned nor scornful. His face was a blank slate. As soon as he reached my level, he bent down and began fiddling with Katayama's body, raising his arms and letting them drop, wiping the blood from the ears and nose, then looking at it as if studying the specimen under a microscope. Yeah, he lost it. He's gone. What the hell? He was enjoying this? I finally got to see the emotion written clearly on his face, and it was elation. How was this not some crazy dream? Yuya? I'm not saying no. They seem no a lot. Tears began spilling from my eyes like water. I was shocked, confused. I don't even know what else. Toko, get away from him. Hurry! God, no. Well, I knew Kazami was gonna snap, but I didn't know he was gonna snap right there. Jesus, that man. I mean, I found herself standing in front of the door to the school infirmary. Shimada took the key and lost it, so this room is no good. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the video here for today. Please comment and like and subscribe. Tell me what you think of this episode of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take care until then.